Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're here, ladies of the Lanai, out on the Lanai, and together again, Tina and Christine O'Keefe. Yeah.
And we're going to do Ask a Villager.
Yes, we are. And today we have a special guest with us. Would you please introduce yourself? Tell us your name.
Let's see. Just kidding. My name is Rich Green, and I'm originally from Lansing, Michigan. I moved away from Michigan in '98 because it was too cold, and I don't like cold. And so we moved to Memphis in '98 and was there until last year. And I've been here in the Villages for almost a year now. It'll be a year next month.
Right. Okay. When you say we, you mean you and
me and my wife,
your wife,
Teresa.
Okay. Teresa. All
Yes.
Right, lovely. And what village do you live in?
We live in Lake Denham.
All right.
Yeah. It's about, 2 hours from here in a golf cart.
Well, we both took our car today. It takes about 20 minutes in the car.
It's about 20 minutes in a vehicle.
Is the most southern, is it?
No,
southern?
Dabney is actually
is it?
right
Oh,
now.
no,
Yeah.
Right now, in this moment.
For the moment.
Okay.
Because, they purchased, 3,200 acres south of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to build 2,100 more homes.
All right.
So that'll be the middle of the village.
We'll be in the middle. Middleton will be in the middle.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
I know. And what did you do before moving to the Villages?
Well, as far as a job?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still working. I have my own IT business. I've been in the profession for 33 years, I do believe. Worked for various companies. Started out working for IBM out of college. Didn't like the corporate networks or none of that stuff or the corporate environment. So what I did was I figured, because I used to do work on computers for people on the side, on the weekends or whatever. And I said, well, I can do this as my own business. And I started a business about 10, 15 years ago.
Oh.
And it's been running ever since. So I have 17 small businesses in the Memphis area.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
that I do remote support for. They all agreed, since I asked them if I could move here and keep them on as clients, and they said no problem. So I'm in my retirement stage right now, thanks to my clients. So I just been running with
Do
that.
You send them pictures of you like on the golf course and
No.
I'm working hard.
I'm working hard, exactly.
You're working hard, absolutely. Ian, how many hours a week do you spend doing this IT work?
It depends. It comes and goes. Usually Mondays are bad for me, because over the weekends, something happens to computers, right? And then Monday morning I get phone calls, text messages, emails. My computer's not working. There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I probably average, I would say probably 30 hours a week.
Oh, wow.
Because I do a lot of it off hours.
Okay.
So I do a lot of maintenance and stuff like that, upkeep on the computer. So I do that stuff at night.
So you could still go out and golf.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that you like to do. I just happen to know you like to golf, but I don't know what else you like to do.
I love it.
Do you do IT here also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
I just haven't
resource.
I haven't advertised it or anything.
I didn't know this.
Because I've been, busy with my clients and trying to get acclimated to the Village's life. But it seems like I've been on vacation ever since we moved here. I'm not kidding you. Because, I'll golf 3 or 4 times a week and I'll still take care of my clients. And also I just started working at, Shallow Creek.
Shallow Creek.
Yeah. I just started working there about a month and a half ago.
Do you like it?
Love it. Love it. Because I've been in the golf industry off and on since about 2008. So that's just my passion is golf. I love it. I'm addicted to it. Instead of smoking crack, I play golf. So, but anyways, I didn't mean to say that.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We don't.
But anyways, that's just a passion of mine. And
are you good?
I used to be a 4 handicap. Now I'm at a 7. So
does your wife golf also?
No, she does not. Oh. She tried it.
I was gonna say you can't talk her into.
She tried it and didn't like it. I used to play in amateur tournaments before my back injury. and she would go with me and ride in the cart and kind of be my caddy or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome.
But no, she didn't like the game. So
you know, there's always hope, because I didn't like it at first either. My daddy took me out when I was 12 years old, and just out on the big course, and expected me to get it, and I didn't get it, and it turned me off immediately. Like you said with the horse earlier,
right,
you never again, and eventually things changed.
right.
So you never
Well,
know.
you're golfing now, right?
Oh yes.
But I'm not getting on a horse again. So.
No, I'm not getting on a horse either, for the same similar reasons. But all right, well, that's interesting. And where did you live before you came here?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. All right.
Home of Elvis and a crap load of crime right now.
Oh.
So it's really bad there. So yeah, that's why we decided we weren't going to retire here or there. I mean, and one of my clients that lives here now, he's been here for about 10 years. He turned me on to the villages, and last summer we did a 5-day lifestyle stay, and you know the rest is history after that.
You didn't want to leave?
I didn't want to leave, no. But we thought about it for about maybe 3 weeks when we got back home and put the house on the market. 4 days later, it sold, and we're down here. So
that was my next question. How did you first hear about it? So it was from a friend.
Yeah, it was from one of my IT clients that retired, left his business to his son. He's been here roughly about 10 years. And he kept telling me, you need to come down here and see this place because it's indescribable. And he knows how much I love golf.
It's so true though. You can I'm sure you explain to your friends and say, oh, there's music every night at all the different squares, and I play golf, and I'm blah blah blah, and everyone's like, yeah, until they come visit you. Yeah, it's hard to.
That's funny you say that, because when we did the lifestyle stay and we had one of the agents, or what do they call them? They don't call them real estate agents, salesperson. Anyways, as soon as I met up with him, I told him, I said, you don't need to convince me. I said, I'm already sold. I haven't seen the place, but I'm already sold. I said, you need to convince the boss. And he kind of did the tour around what she's interested in. So
what's she interested in?
She's interested in quilting, crafts, stuff like that.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. So yeah, she's been retired since 2019. And she's really retired, and
she really took the retirement thing
seriously. She sure did. She said, you know, when I retired, she said, because she woke up to an alarm clock every morning. She says, I'm not doing it no more. She doesn't do it. So, but anyways, we just decided that, you know, once he did everything around her, she kind of was honing up to the idea, and then we, you know, went around more and more, went to a couple of the squares, and, you know, she goes, this is okay. You know, I think I could do this. And next thing you know, here we are. So, and like I said, you couldn't get me away from here. There's no way. I'm not leaving.
What about the impending tropical storm Milton coming?
Well, if Milton comes, we're heading north.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, and then come back and see if we're still here. Exactly.
I think hopefully it's just going to be a big rain and wind event, and not
nothing major.
We're not going to lose power or anything like that.
I mean, you know, if they say evacuate, I'm not going to be one of those to sit here and go, I'm batting down the hatches and I'm staying. No way.
Go where they tell you to go.
I'm going. I'm heading north.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we were talking this morning. We were getting a plan together.
Yes.
Of what we're going to do.
Yes.
You know, pack a bag, you know, load up the vehicle with gas, get your medications, all that stuff, you know, where we're going to go, plan it out, that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do. As soon as I'm done with this interview, heading back home, that's what we're going to do, is put a plan together, just in case. You just never know. So
yeah, I like that. Canned food, crank radio, they say, water, put ice in your freezer so whatever food you have stays. Anyway, so back to the villages. Why did you decide to live in the area that you're in versus any of the other areas of the villages?
Well, we are not, and when I say we, the wife and I, we're kind of private folks. We like to keep to ourselves. And we've noticed that they're building everywhere in the villages, putting commercial areas in Eastport. They've got one, you know, in Brownwood or whatever. And there's no talk of anything going down our way. So where we are, we're kind of secluded. It's nice and quiet. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like her neighborhood. You would drive around these neighborhoods and you think, does anybody live here? You know, because there's hardly no activity in the neighborhood.
Sometimes it is a little bit like odd that way. Where are the people?
So, you know, in our neighborhood, it's really quiet. I mean, you can hear a pin dropping most of the time. I mean, there's no disturbances or nothing like that. And we just like the area where we're at. It's not busy like some areas are, and it's not congested like some areas are. It's perfect for us. Matter of fact, our backyard has a privacy wall around it, and we love it.
Do you have a veranda?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
And you like that?
Oh, yeah.
And that's good for a dog, too.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, we've been talking about that, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right.
See.
And so how long have you lived here? I think we understand you've been here about...
We moved in the week before Thanksgiving of 23, so it'll be almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your one time you've moved.
Yes.
Any thoughts about moving again, or you're really happy where you are?
Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. Nope, not going anywhere.
And would you consider yourselves a snowbird, a snowflake, or a frog?
Well, I know what a snowbird is. I know what a snowflake is. I know what a frog is, but what is a village frog? I don't know what that is.
You're here till you croak.
That's me then. That's me.
All right. And we already touched about this before, and the question is, are you retired? Are you still working full or part-time? So you have your IT business.
Yes.
And you work at Shallow Creek inside in the golf shop.
Yes.
But you also have another, amazingly enough, you have something else that you do.
Yes. I actually build, fix, repair golf clubs. That's one of my passions.
Oh, wow.
How do you know when your club needs to be fixed? I'm a novice golfer. In case
Well,
you can't tell with that question.
If the shaft is busted in half, if the head falls off the shaft, if your shaft looks like it's going to make a left turn or a right turn, you need your club fixed.
All right then.
But someone can bring you in their broken shaft, and you know what to order, and you know how to put it back together. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I've been doing that for, what is this, 2024, for 8 years now.
Oh, all right.
And I'm the type of person, I'm a jack of all trades, but master of none. As you know, I'm in IT. I do golf clubs. I used to teach golf. I used to detail vehicles till my back went out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done all kinds of things. I just like to stay busy. I like to work. And I don't like to depend on a company to provide me with my retirement or whatever. I like to go out and get things.
Be in charge of it yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good. So do you do the club repair for others, or just for your own friends and family?
I'll do it for whoever wants to hire me and say, Rich, I need grips on my clubs. Okay. Rich, this shaft is busted. Can you get it replaced? Whoever. On my golf cart, I actually have a decal on my golf cart that has golf club specialist, my email address, and my phone number.
All right.
So when I drive around the villages, I'm kind of advertising, you know. I haven't really, you know, gone out and done like a Dan Nealon commercial or anything. But
here's your commercial.
Yeah.
With your permission, we'll put your information in the description. So if anybody is interested, they could call you.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is it the same number for IT work too?
Yes. Sure is.
That's a great question.
Yes, it sure is. Yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite venue for enjoying music and live dancing?
Here in the villages?
Yes.
Not really. We like to go out every once in a while, and like, for instance, last Monday, I do believe, we went to see the Motowners at the Savannah Center, and afterwards we went to Brownwood, had a little dinner, And then we went to the square and sat there and watched this band. And I still don't know the name of this band, but they were very good. They were very good. The bass player was really good.
Oh.
So
what kind of music was it?
It was, I would say, late 70s. It's hard to describe because they did different. They did Boss Skaggs. They did Mother's Finest. They just did all kinds of different music. They did the Police. They did David Bowie. You know, stuff like that. So
it's amazing the level of the quality of many of the bands that come play here.
Oh yeah,
like how many great good bands there are.
Like that band Relic. Man, they draw everybody in the villages. We went and saw them once at Sawgrass, and you couldn't enjoy it because you're like this. It was so many people there.
Their favorite place to perform is Brownwood because of
the stands and the acoustics. Yeah.
Do you and your wife dance? Do you dance?
I'm not a dancer. She dances.
Will she dance without you?
Sometimes she tries to pull me out there too. But the funny thing is, like I said, I'm a jack of all trades. I used to be in music. I used to run sound. I used to play the drums. So I like to sit back and watch a band and look at it from, I guess, the sound part of it. You know, is the sound equal? Is the bass player louder than the guitar? Are the vocals even? I mean,
you're observing the music,
right?
And criticizing in your head. We did
critiquing, not criticizing.
Somebody critiquing recently who said that they were a player, not a dancer. Like they like to play, so then they didn't dance. It's a theme that I've heard. I can remember hearing recently.
Like I can air drum any song. I used to play the drums.
You know what I think would be a great contest to have here, and nobody steal my idea, is air guitar. If they had an air guitar contest,
or air band or something like that.
That'd be funny.
That'd be hilarious. It would be.
That'd be funny.
I expect you to enter.
Yeah. Okay.
You heard it here, folks, right here. So on that subject, do you have a favorite band? Since you're such a...
Not really.
No? Okay.
No, I like all kinds of music. Like I said, I like bands that have a very good musical sound to them, you know, because some bands they're more vocals than anything. I like a band that has a nice solid background to it, like a good drum beat and a good bass sound. That back line is what they call it in the music industry. And I enjoy that. I look at the musicians more than I listen to the vocals. That's just, I've always been more
technical in a way.
Yeah, kind of, but I've just been, you know, I've always been the music side of things more than the vocal side. Even though vocals is a big part of music, I just like jazz, for instance. That's one of my favorites is jazz because it's hardly no singing. So, you know, I just like the bass, drums, some saxophone, guitars.
The intricacies of jazz could be more intricate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to talk about food for a little bit.
Uh-oh. You're going to make me hungry now.
I know. Sorry. After we go, you're free to go. Eat whatever you want. Do you have a favorite pizza place in or outside of the villages, local to us?
There's one in Leesburg. I think it's called New York Brooklyn Pizza, I do believe.
All right.
It's really good.
All right, good.
And I'm a pizza connoisseur. I love pizza. I can eat pizza 7 days a week.
Does Memphis have good pizza? Or did Memphis have good pizza?
There's a couple of places. Okay. It just depends.
Who has the best pizza?
The best pizza I ever had was in San Francisco.
Wow.
It was called the North Beach Cafe, I do believe. And they had these super, super huge pizzas. And if you could eat one slice, you were doing really good. That's how big it was. But it was just really tasty and good.
That reminds me of Bianchi's on the beach in Revere, Mass. For all my Boston area people, that you make a big, round, New York style pizza, but they would just cut it into 6 instead of 8. So one piece was perfect.
Yeah.
It was because it was just the
And
right
even
size.
if you tried to fold it in half and eat it, you couldn't.
You
had to have a
couldn't, 'cause it
North
would
and
just-
Flight because it
no,
was so
you
big.
had-
That's the New York way to eat, folded in half.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
that's right. That is right.
I used to be a huge Chicago deep dish,
Yeah,
but they fill you up now. So
it's bready.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Favorite restaurant if you're looking to splurge?
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably my backyard grill. I don't know.
Noted. When's the party?
I mean, we've like. You mean around here in the villages?
Yeah.
That's a toss-up. I mean, because we haven't really found that restaurant that, yeah, this is the one we go to all the time.
Yep.
Put it to you that way.
I agree. Do you have a spot that you might recommend for breakfast or brunch?
That toasted
Yep.
toasted yolk at Lake Deaton.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. You've been there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
pretty
been there
good.
yet.
And they have a bar.
Do they? I didn't know they had a bar. I have to give me some mimosas the
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, or Bloody Marys, right? Do you have any advice for airport transportation?
Yeah, drive.
Drive. Most people.
I used to travel 100% when I was working in IT. I worked for a company where I was installing wireless networks in hospitals. And either Sunday night or Monday morning, I would hop on a plane and then I would be home on Friday morning or Thursday afternoon. And then I'd have to turn around and do it again. And I tell you, airport travel is, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I'm really not. The only thing
It's a lot.
only thing that I think is good out of it is the time that you get there. But sometimes if you have like a layover somewhere, or if you don't have a direct flight, like I used to go to Texas all the time. I would drive to Texas from Memphis instead of flying because I would have to fly from Memphis to Atlanta, then Atlanta to wherever in Texas. There was no direct flight.
Yeah.
And by the time I did all that, by the time I drove, I was there.
Yes.
So
right. If you don't mind driving.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
it's a lot.
Well, that, and you can't carry what you really want.
Right.
No.
You know. And I used to take my clubs with me all the time, and that gets expensive. So.
All right. Do you have a favorite pool in the villages?
It used to be down there in Dabney, but that's getting crowded now. So
I know it used to be like because the neighborhood wasn't filled up yet,
Exactly.
so you'd be able to go there and there'd only be a few people. But
Yeah.
now it's full.
Yeah.
Dabney's all sold.
Yeah.
So
We go to the one at what is it? Just before you get to Southern Oaks. What's that little?
before you get to Southern Oaks,
That little rec center.
Ezell?
No, not Ezell.
Oh, St. Catherine?
No, it's a small. It's like a postal area, and they got a pool there.
Citrus Grove?
There you go.
Citrus
That's
Grove,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? I know this one we're going to hear an answer on. Clear as day. What's your favorite golf course?
Not Southern Oak, Shallow Creek.
Shallow Creek's your
Yes,
favorite?
Yes.
Why is
Because
that?
of the greens.
Because the greens are
Yes. The greens are smooth.
perfect.
They putt really well.
Yeah.
Nothing against the other courses, but I like my home course.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing against them.
And you consider Shallow Creek your home course because that's where you work.
That's where I work.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to say that. Or else I'll get in trouble.
No, we're all one big happy
You're fired.
family.
That's right, exactly. No
And-
name tag for you, Rich.
And do you belong to any clubs in the villages at all? Like,
Not yet. No, I'm still feeling my way around. We did take up, when I say we, the wife and I, we did take up drone flying,
oh,
and we took the classes on that and bought drones, and we're doing that.
oh wow.
We thought about joining the club. They have a drone club, but we just haven't, made the commitment. We're still
Interesting.
feeling our way around.
There's so many choices, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's
yeah.
so many choices. So, like, I used to play pickleball all the time, and I kind of put that aside to concentrate on my golf game because I want to get my golf game back to what it used to be. So before my back injury.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And on the subject of golf carts, gas or electric?
Gas.
And do you have a favorite beach you can drive to from the Villages?
Yes, Clearwater.
Oh, all right.
Clearwater is awesome. Love it.
Okay.
We went to Clearwater in the spring and they had this sand, we call it sand, what do they call them things?
A sculpture?
Sand sculptures.
Okay.
Man, that was phenomenal. It was awesome. They had so many different sculptures there. It was really cool.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite place or places to take people when they come to visit you?
The only person that's come to visit has been my brother so far, and the only place I took him was to golf courses. So,
all right. What's your best kept secret in the Villages?
That's a good question.
Something that other people don't know about.
That's a good question. I'd have to think on that one. I don't know off the top of my head. But.
Okay. What's your advice for making friends and meeting new people in the Villages?
I mean, this place is so friendly. It's very easy to make friends. You know, just be yourself.
Okay.
That's my philosophy.
What was something that surprised you after you moved here?
That surprised me. Seeing people that were younger than 55. That surprised me.
Okay. What's something that you learned how to do after you moved to the Villages, Mr. Jack of all trades?
That I've learned to do? Oh, man, that's another good one.
Maybe fly a drone, maybe?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Fly a drone, yeah. That's something new.
Yeah.
Is there something that you wished you knew before moving here?
No, because I love it. I absolutely love it.
What did your family and friends say when you moved here?
What did
your brother say?
Why do you want to move to Florida? Because they have sinkholes and hurricanes. And I said, sinkholes they have them. Hurricanes, they come. You can always evacuate. I just love the warm weather and the vibe down here. I love it.
So did your friends have the same reaction as your family?
Some did, some didn't. But a lot of them are jealous now because I always tell them I'm on vacation every day. and they're getting kind of envious of that. But, yeah, my brothers, they're like, why you want to move to Florida?
What did your brother say after you brought him here? After he visited
he loved it. Matter of fact,
is he going to move down by you?
I don't know, but all 5 of them are coming down next month with my nephew.
Is it a big golf tournament?
Yeah, we're going to play
golf.
golf.
6 of you?
We're going to play golf every day and cook out and drink beer and have a good time.
All
right.
Call the realtor.
Matter of fact, they rented a home. One of them rented a home in Mickey Lee, and another one's in Dabney.
Perfect.
Right.
So they're kind of close to my
golf
house.
Carts?
They're renting golf carts. They're going to do the lifestyle.
They're not going to leave.
They're probably not. Especially the skeptical one that kept asking me why I wanted to move down here. I bet you he's going to love it.
Uh-oh. Well, make sure you take them to music.
Oh, I will.
Not just the golf courses.
Right. No, I'm going to take them around and show them everything.
Okay. Complete the sentence. You'd never believe it, but in my life before the Villages, What's something about you that would surprise us?
I feel younger now.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Since my back injury, I was struggling. I had spinal fusion 2.5 years ago.
Ooh.
And the doctor said that I'd be playing golf in 9 months. Well, that didn't happen.
Oh.
I had some issues recovering. And I always felt that it was weather related because in Memphis, yes, it gets hot in the summertime, sticky, muggy, but it also gets cold there and the weather fluctuates big time there. Ever since I've been here, yes, I have some back that hurts sometimes, but for the most part, I'm doing more than I've ever done in a while.
Do you think it was stress?
I think it was the weather.
You think it's the
Just
weather?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I really
Like being
do.
cold and being
and being all
tensing
drawn
up,
up. Yeah.
tensing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Complete this sentence. I really wish the villages had.
I wish they had separated the golf carts and the streets, and
I like that
and
one.
the bicycles and the walking trails. Have the bikes have their own thing.
I love that.
The carts have their own thing, and the cars, on the road. Because I've seen and heard too many accidents.
Yeah.
With golf carts and cars and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
that's
what I wish they would have done.
That's a really good one.
I wish they would have separated them.
Okay. And then lastly, I think Eastport will be
Huge. I mean, because
are you looking forward to it, or is it something?
Yes, I am.
You might shy away from?
No. Yes, I am looking forward to it, and I say this in a selfish way because at Eastport they're building another golf facility there. Here we go back to golf. And I'm trying to get into the custom club shop there.
Oh.
So, and matter of fact, I talked to the manager of the one at Sarasota yesterday. He played golf at Shallow Creek yesterday, and I talked to him briefly, and he kind of gave me some inside tips on what I needed to do to get down that road. So,
all right. We won't ask you to disclose those tips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep it to yourself, so you get
Yeah.
we'll look for you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to say about living in the villages, or
other than, I mean,
that we should know about you and your wife, or
what I say to the people is this place is awesome. Yes, they have some downside to it, but there's more up than down. And this is a place you have to come visit and see it for yourself. It's indescribable. Just like, the way my client told me, you got to come and see it. And as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. And I think a lot of people will, and I've heard stories that people felt that way, they don't want to leave once they get here, so.
I'll be interested. I want to hear how you and all your brothers and nephew enjoy the visit when they come.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
Right.
I definitely will. I think it's going to be a large time. So.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's it for today.
Well, thank you, ladies, for having me on. I
coming.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a pleasure.
And folks out there, if you need your club fixed, I'm the man.
All right.
All right. I believe it.
IT.
Yeah, IT too.
I believe it. So thanks again for tuning in today and watching our show. We hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Tina and I work with great passion to bring you content that we hope that you enjoy. And we get excited when we have new subscribers and comments and shares.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. So bye for now.
Bye.
See you on the Lanai.